one of the stories, Bible stories that draw my attention concerning the call to the priesthood is the vocation of Matthew. This is because Matthew's call to the priesthood is similar to mine in one way and different in another way. It is similar to mine because Matthew in the first place was a tax collector, and as such he was regarded by the Jews as a sinner. So when he was called to the priesthood, he was surprised. He couldn't believe it. Why me, a sinner? And also his friends around him were also surprised. But because Jesus' calling was persistent, Matthew was obliged to make a decision and abandon his job and followed Jesus. He invited Jesus for a meal after, and the sinners and publicans had the opportunity to come close to Jesus. He now becomes the bridge through which sinners and publicans, the low people of the earth, can come nearer to Jesus, even sharing the same table with him. So it tells me something about my vocation in the sense that I also had a humble beginning, because when I felt that I had the desire to go to the seminary, it was when I was serving at Mass in my parish. But knowing that my parents were not Christians, their religion is African traditional religion, but they were regarded by Christians as pagans. So when this feeling started in me, I was saying maybe I am having an illusion. How can a pagan, somebody from a pagan family like me, go to the priesthood instead of the other mass servers from the Christian family? So, but when the desire continued to pressurize, I opened my feeling to my parish priest, who asked me, when did you start feeling this way? I told him. He said, have you analyzed this call to the priesthood? Have you looked at the priestly life, compared it with the work of teachers or doctors or lawyers? Because I say I have done it. Which one pleases to you most? I say, becoming a priest. Have you compared it with married life, marrying and having children? I say I have done it. Which one do you prefer? I prefer being single, living the priestly life. Say now, God is calling you, you will go to the seminary. However, after this, the story changed. I took the exams, passed the entrance and the interview, but when I was about to enter, my father said, over his dead body, he stopped it. He forced me to go and learn carpentry work, which I did for 4 years, and then worked as a carpenter for 3.5 years. But because this desire could not quench, I was bound now to go back to my then parish priest, Right Reverend Monsignor Madoka, and told him, Father, I still have the desire to become a priest, but I do not see the possibility because I have no means. I have nobody to sponsor me. All the money I have may sustain me for 2 years, but this is a journey that will last up to 14 to 15 years. So the desire is there, but there is nowhere. Monsignor Madoka told me, Clement, when I had the feeling to go to the seminary, I went and explained my feelings, presented my feelings to Father Tanks. He told me, Martin, if God calls you and you did not answer, he will call another person. I said, no, another person will not take my choice. I worked for it, and here am I now, priest. So I tell you, Clement, if God calls you and you do not answer, he will call another person. I moved immediately and told the brother who lived with Monsignor Madoka, look at what I told Monsignor and look at what he answered me. The brother told me, Clement, if God calls you and you do not answer, he will call another person. That is what Monsignor tells you. He is right. Now I am adding another one. If there is will, there is way. Then I said, I have had enough. I went to the chapel and thank God and said, God, I know you are calling me. Now I put my head in working for it, and people started helping me. Now here I am a priest. So I'm trying to say, in discernment there may be obstacles, but with God and patience we may reach the end. Thank you.